Tributes are being paid to the British actor Sam Kelly, best known for his roles in Allo Allo, and Porridge, who died on Saturday at the age of 70 after battling a long illness. Here he is as Bunny Warren, the illiterate Bunny Warren, visiting the doctor in Her Majesty's Prison Slade in Porridge.
Am I hurting you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Got your job to do.
It's a pretty bad burn.
I know.
What are you so pleased about?
Well, Doc, if you're going to hurt yourself in here, you might as well make sure it's nothing trivial. I mean, there's no way I can go back to work with this hand, is there?
I'm reluctantly forced to admit there isn't.
I think I could just about make it to the infirmary, though. Somebody opens the door for me.
He was probably most loved, though, for his portrayal of the hapless German captain Hans Geering in Allo Allo.
What can we do for you?
Judging from past experience, very little.
Colonel, I have something very serious to report. And it is very personal.
A bun in the oven?
How dare you!
Helga, you're amongst friends. What is it?
I have to report that I have lost my knickers.
It's on the right line.
Oh, let's talk to his fellow cast member, Vicki Michelle from Allo Allo, joins us on the show. Morning, Vicki.
Good morning, Shane.
Oh, I just got it over the week. I'd literally just seen him a couple of days before, as I was saying to Paul. I'd seen him on the TV, and I'd thought, Sam doesn't look well. I didn't realise he'd been ill for a long time, hadn't he?
Well, I'd heard that he'd been ill for a long time, and but I didn't think it was that bad. And I spoke to Richard Gibson the other day, about a week ago, and he said,
Flick, of course.
I really don't think that Sam's very well. And I was going to ring him this week and see how he was, and then all of a sudden I heard on the news and you know, from fellow cast members. So it's such a sad loss, and it's no age really, because he was so young of being Sam.
Yes. Yeah.
You know.
I just wonder what it was like to work with him, because he always came across to me as a kind of very relaxed kind of actor. He was, you know, even when he was playing Bunny Warren, who was quite, you know, obviously in this turmoil of not really understanding a lot of life and being illiterate and all the rest of it, he always had this kind of relaxed way about him. Was that how he was as a person?
Yes,
as well?
he was. He was just totally laid back and relaxed, and a really lovely, funny, happy, and a brilliant actor. And whatever he did, whatever scene he was doing when we were working with him in Allo Allo, or whatever he did, he just always brought something new to it. You know, such an inventive actor. I mean, as you were saying earlier about the when you thought he said club.
Klopp. Was it Klopp? What did he say? What was he saying when he said...
Everyone thought it was Klopp or club. And they kept asking, why do you keep saying Klopp and club? And it was actually, he was going T-L-E-R, the end of Hitler. So it was...
Oh, slut. But he was just saying it quickly, and that's what...
saying it quickly, and it sounds like club. Even I thought that was what it was. Vicky, it's club.
Was that written in, or was it...
No, he brought that.
That was his.
It was his idea. And the thing is with Sam, he sort of... Because he was so inventive, he did so many things, and he always got away with it. You know, like David Cross would go, "Oh, that's funny, keep that in," because usually you had to stick to the script. You know, but he was so appreciated and such a joy to work with.
It's we see it's similar. I don't want to embarrass you, but it's similar to what you were doing, wasn't it, with the Rene? Yes. And which on paper, Rene, you know, and you think, well,
exactly.
But you kind of
they wouldn't give me a catchphrase.
So you got your own.
I sort of thought, well, I say that every week. I wonder if I could start elongating it so it became, oh, Rene. At the beginning, that was all it was.
Right.
Oh, Rene. And then I started to elongate it, and it ended up, oh, Rene. And David Croft let me keep that as well. So because he thought it was funny. So that and the same with, I suppose Sam, same birth sign as me as well, Sagittarius.
Oh, bless
him.
Yeah.
And but he was a jobbing actor. I mean, he came out of Allo Allo sort of after a few episodes because he knew that he might be too typecast. But he did say later that he sort of regretted it in a way because it was such a successful show.
And yet, you know, it's really weird. And I said we are blessed with a few actors like this. And I kind of think it's like the David Jason school of acting.
Absolutely,
you know, when you watch David Jason as Frost, you never think of Del Boy, and when you watch him as Del Boy, you never think of, you know, anything else that he's done. And you can't. And John Thor was another one.
Yes.
I think Sam was like that, because I don't know about you, but I was watching him playing Bunny Warren, and he looks like a different man.
Yes, he was. He had that sort of that face that sort of took on different characters.
Yeah.
And also people did think he was in Allo Allo forever because he made such an impact.
Yes.
And I think that. But his talent was, I mean, he played the wizard in Wicked. So he was singing and, doing stage and doing television and, serious acting, comedy acting.
Incredible.
He was just a genius with all of that. And I think that I heard that Robert Lindsay dedicated their performance to him. He's in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels in the West End at the moment. And
right.
They dedicated it to Sandwich.
Oh, how wonderful. I've got to be honest with you. I mean, looking back at his work, they've been rerunning Barbara.
Yes.
Which he played one of the main characters in, and with Mark Benton was in that as well.
Yeah,
I
and
noticed.
Gwen Taylor.
That's right, yeah. And I think Mark Benton was tweeting over the weekend and saying, what a wonderful guy he was to work with. He seems to me like a man who made friends whatever show he was working on. Is that accurate?
Yeah,
to
I
say?
think that's absolutely true. And right across the board, and everyone knew him. And I think that's a credit because it's, he was such a good actor, but such a lovely man as well. And that's a joy to see those people keep working and be so well appreciated by their fellow actors. And that's what he was. That's why he had so many friends, I think.
I'd forgotten he'd done a couple of Carry-Ons as well, hadn't he?
Yeah,
I think he did. Only little roles in them, but he was on Carry On Behind and Carry On Dick, I think, were the two that he did.
I think he was in everything. I don't think he did that. I keep going on, Doctor Who, Colin Baker.
Yeah.
And I think he did absolutely most shows he was in at some point. And he did, I think when he finished Allo Allo, he went into On the Up.
Right.
And I think that was with Dennis Waterman.
That was just the one Mrs. Wembley, wasn't it? That was the catchphrase in that one. Do you remember that? Just the one Mrs. Wembley. Was that Joan Sims, wasn't it? I think,
yes,
was it?
Yes, Joan Sims.
Wow.
He was one of those actors that just didn't stop working, which is a rarity as well.
Isn't that the best epitaph you can pay for a job in actor? Is he was in everything? It was
exactly.
You're not going to get a better.
I'm not sure what he missed. Actually, it would be really interesting.
You're not going to get a better tribute than that, Vicky. Always a pleasure.
Lovely to talk to you.
And
Jane.
to you as well. We'll talk soon, Vicki Michelle.